Hey, good morning, Brian here. Well, of course, it could be afternoon. It depends on where or when you're seeing this. Just wanted to touch base today and go over a couple of books. Somebody asked me what are some of my most influential business books that I've read. And so I wanted to just share those with you really quickly in no particular order. I mean, they're just how I happen to have them stacked up here on my desk. First one that I have here is called The Purple Cow by Seth Godin. If you haven't read this, I recommend it. What the premise of the book is all about being remarkable, standing out from the crowd, um, not being like all the other businesses that are in your industry. Like we own a digital marketing agency, for example. There are thousands of digital marketing agencies, and there are new ones every day. People think it's the new cool thing to do. It's a fancy buzzword. They don't have jobs, so they start a marketing agency online. What helps us stand out? Well, I started in this industry of digital marketing back in 1997. So just a real simple thing. I've got over 20 years experience in digital marketing, online marketing, website design, development, all of that stuff. So that really helps us stand out from the crowd, among other things like how we conduct business and work with our clients and things like that, and the products that we deliver. But that's kind of the premise behind Purple Cow is how do you stand out from your competition? How are you remarkable? How will people remember your company to do business with you? Another one, if you haven't heard of this or read it or seen it, you need to get it. It's called The 10X Rule. It's Grant Cardone's book, probably his best-selling book, best book that he put out. He brands everything with 10X now. And what the whole concept behind 10X rule is to do 10 times what you normally would do. Like say sending out emails, for example, to your clients. Instead of just sending one out, a week, send out 10. Do 10 times what you're already doing. And while that may seem like overkill, it's not necessarily, because a lot of times your competition, they're not doing anything anyway, or they're sending out one. You want to always be the person or the company that is first on mind and first one to be called, first one to have business sold to them. So by 10xing everything you do, you can produce bigger results, obviously. Last one I've got here that I read several years ago. I've recommended it a few times. I've got the audio. The book, I think, is better than the audio. Oh, and by the way, the audio for 10X Rule is great, especially if you listen to it and read the book in conjunction. I do that actually quite a bit. I will have the physical book and the audio and read the book as the audio is reading it to me, so I'm taking it in multiple ways. But 4-Hour Workweek, I think the book is better than the audio, honestly. Now, I will admit I haven't listened to the audio and read the book simultaneously, but the book, just there are things in the book, the way it's written, I just think delivers better. But the point behind the 4-Hour Workweek is how do you condense time and get more done, or at least the normal amount of things that you would get done through the course of a day or a week. A lot of it has to do with outsourcing. If you don't outsource some projects in your life, you really should consider it. I'll explain why in a second. The other thing that Tim Ferriss mentions in this book is a virtual assistant to get those menial humdrum type of things, tasks done for you that you have the time for, you could make the time for, but they interrupt your other times. So the whole point behind this book is take mowing your lawn, for example. Say you make $100 an hour. So let's drop that. Just say you make $50 an hour, okay? And there's a kid in your neighborhood, he'll mow your lawn for $20 to do your lawn. Takes him an hour to do it. Which is better for you, to pay the kid $20 and still make your 50 while you're doing your business, or take time out of your business and mow your lawn? For $20, you're losing, ultimately in this scenario, you're losing $30. Hypothetical example. But that's what the premise behind 4-Hour Workweek is how to maximize your time, outsource things that you don't need to necessarily do, that aren't really providing value to you as far as the time exchange is concerned. Now, a couple of other things I'm reading currently. I'm almost done with this one right now, by Coit Cooper, called Impressions. It's about personal branding. We are our own personal brands. The book here is explaining how to be more intentional with your personal branding, and there's actually a lot of good normal life lessons in there too. If you take out the words personal brand, you can stick life into those words as well. Audiobooks. Right now I'm actually listening to one called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, How to Lose Your Mind and Create a New One. Basically, what it's talking about is it's a whole mental thing of reprogramming the way you think and getting rid of some of the crap that has been inundated upon us throughout our lives, and just how to get rid of it. I'm only midway through it, so I don't have a lot that I can really give, but I do listen to a lot of audiobooks. I mean, you can see here, there's just some. Let's see, if I scroll, which way? That way? Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of audiobooks. I actually have a tough time calling them books. I mean, they're just audio files. I've got a bunch of books on Amazon Kindle, so always reading. Very important person in my world once upon a time told me readers are leaders. It's true. The more you read, the more information you learn, and the more you can apply that to your own life, business, relationships, whatever. So just a quick, 8 minutes, sorry. That wasn't really as quick as I planned. I just kind of throwing those extra 2 books in there. So that's it for me. 3 books really quickly again: 4-Hour Workweek, 10X Rule, and Purple Cow. Take a look at those, and hope you have a great day.